Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Here's Hines. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Bring it. Check 4, check 4.
They go play action with Brissett. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37. Block 54. Get that quarterback.
They run with Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines rolling to his left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Hey.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw, Brissett. This goes to Mack on the check down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. This is Hines. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready? 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Brissett now. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Play fake, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check, 59. 65, 65.
To throw is Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On third down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm going back to you.
Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third and 2, now Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Back 25.
Come on.
Hey, express.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, Haywood.
58, come on.
Ready to go.
From the 44, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Olesen, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olesen with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hines. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
On second and 7, Brissett. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it at...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. To throw is Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's got some space here. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, it's Hines fighting through, and he's got space. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on second down. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Watch the run, watch the run. Right there.
Brissett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Ryan. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ready. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Coming. Ready, go.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.